Hey there everyone, today we bring you the list of top 10 must-watch underrated anime, so let's dive straight in. Number 10 Danu Coil. In the near future, augmented reality has become a key part of daily life. A gentle middle school girl named Yuko Okonogi and her family have just moved to Daikoku City, despite rumors of people disappearing. There, her grandmother nicknamed Mega Ba, runs a shop called Megacia that specializes in illegal tools which interact with parts of the virtual world. Mega Ba also hosts an unofficial detective agency called Coil, a group of children around Yasuko's age who find and handle corruption of the virtual world. Yasuko gets involved with the group when Fumi Hashimoto, a playful member of Coil, helps rescue her cyberdog Densuke after getting trapped in virtual space while chasing a mysterious virus. Also investigating these corruptions and viruses is an abrasive hacker named Yuko Amasawa, who the others take to calling Isako. Can Coil discover the truths behind the mysterious viruses and corruption, and if they can, at what cost? Number 9 Tokyo Magnitude 8.0. Middle school student Mirai Onizawa is dissatisfied with her family's circumstances, and in a moment of frustration, wishes to tear everything apart. Unfortunately, these destructive thoughts seem to come true in the form of a magnitude 8.0 earthquake. Just a few moments later, when summer vacation begins, Mirai reluctantly takes her younger brother Yuki to Odaiba, where a robot exhibition that he wanted to go to is being held. However, while they are in the exhibition center, the fury of a major earthquake shakes the Kanto region helpless. Both kids witness the devastating power of this natural disaster as it brings the city to its knees. In its aftermath, they stumble upon Mari Kusakabe, a motorcyclist and single mother who decides to help the young siblings. Aiming to return to their homes and reunite with their families, the group sets off on a long and hard journey through the decimated city. Number 8 Time of Eve. In future Japan, in a time when android housekeepers have become commonplace, society strictly abides by the 3 laws of robotics, which all androids must follow. Under the influence of the Robot Ethics Committee, androids are treated the same way as lesser technology, such as household appliances. However, a minority with an adoration for androids exists, categorized as android holics, and are shunned by the general public. Raikuo Sakasaka was raised to accept society's precept about androids, and is perfectly aware that they are not human. That is until the day he discovers a strange message buried within the activity logs of his household android, Sammy. This leads him to Eve no Jikin, a cafe with only one rule that its patrons must adhere to: there must be no distinction made between humans and androids. Curiosity drives Raikuo to learn more about the shop, and he attempts to unearth the reason behind Sammy's peculiar behavior. Number 7 The Eccentric Family. Kyoto has been populated by groups of tanuki and tengu for years, living alongside humans who are oblivious to the existence of these creatures. Yasuburo Shimogumo is the third son of an influential tanuki family who spends his carefree days taking care of an old tengu, observing humans through his ability to shapeshift, and dealing with the mysterious woman named Benton. Behind the peace and tranquility, however, is a painful memory from long ago as Yasuburo's father, head of the tanuki community, was killed and eaten by a group of humans known as the Friday Fellows. Uchouten Kazoku follows the trials and tribulations of the Shimogumo brothers as they struggle to avoid their own grisly demise while coming ever closer to unraveling the truth behind their father's death. Number 6 From the New World. In the town of Kamasu 66, 12-year-old Sake Watanabe has just awakened to her psychic powers and is relieved to rejoin her friends at Sage Academy, a special school for psychics. However, unease looms as Sake begins to question the fate of those unable to awaken to their powers, and the children begin to get involved with secretive matters such as the rumored tainted cat said to abduct children. Shinsekai Yori tells the unique coming-of-age story of Sake and her friends as they journey to grow into their roles in the supposed utopia. Accepting these roles, however, might not come easy when faced with the dark and shocking truths of society and the impending havoc born from the new world. Number 5 Rankings of the King. The people of the kingdom look down on the young Prince Boji, who can neither hear nor speak. They call him the useless prince while jeering at his supposed foolishness. However, while Boji may not be physically strong, he is certainly not weak of heart. When a chance encounter with a shadow creature should have left him traumatized, it instead makes him believe that he has found a friend. Amidst those who only choose to notice his shortcomings, he starts meeting with Cage, the shadow, regularly, to the point where even the otherwise abrasive creature begins to warm up to him. Cage and Boji's unlikely friendship lays the budding foundations of the prince's journey, one where he intends to conquer his fears and insecurities. Despite the constant ridicule he faces, Boji resolves to fulfill his desire of becoming the best king he can be. Number 4 Blue Period. Second-year high school student Yutora Yaguchi is a delinquent with excellent grades, but is unmotivated to find his true calling in life. Yutora spends his days working hard to maintain his academic standing while hanging out with his equally unambitious friends. However, beneath his carefree demeanor, Yutora does not enjoy either activity and wishes he could find something more fulfilling. While mulling over his predicament, Yutora finds himself staring at a vibrant landscape of Shibuya. Unable to express how he feels about the unusually breathtaking sight, he picks up a paintbrush, hoping his thoughts will be conveyed on canvas. After receiving praise for his work, the joy he feels sends him on a journey to enter the extremely competitive Tokyo University of the Arts. A school that only accepts 1 in every 200 applicants, facing talented peers, a lack of understanding of the fine arts, and struggles to obtain his parents' approval, Yutora is confronted by much adversity. In the hopes of securing one of the 5 prestigious spots in his program of choice, Yutora must show that his inexperience does not define him. Number 3. Wonder Egg Priority. Following the suicide of her best and only friend, Koito Nagase, Ioto is left grappling with her new reality. With nothing left to live for, she follows the instructions of a mysterious entity and gets roped into purchasing an egg, or specifically, a wonder egg. Upon breaking the egg in a world that materializes during her sleep, Ai is tasked with saving people from the adversities that come their way. In doing so, she believes that she has moved one step closer to saving her best friend. With this dangerous yet tempting opportunity in the palms of her hands, Ai enters a place where she must recognize the relationship between other people's demons and her own. As past trauma, unforgettable regrets, and innate fears hatch in the bizarre world of Wonder Egg Priority, a young girl discovers the different inner struggles tormenting humankind and rescues them from their worst fears. Number 2. Sunny Boy. 36 students find themselves in their school building suddenly adrift in a void-like dimension. When supernatural powers awaken in some of them, a sense of detachment begins to divide the group. Despite the student council's attempts to impose order, they clash with the students possessing special abilities, who rebel against their strict control. This conflict leads them to discover that this world has its own set of rules, and following them is necessary for survival. After one of the students decides to take a leap of faith, the school switches dimensions once again. While they deal with the unique challenges and circumstances that each world presents, the students must unravel the mysterious phenomenon and find a way back home. Number 1. Heike Monogatari. The Taira clan, also known as the Heike, holds immense authority over Japan. When a young girl, gifted with an odd eye that allows her to see the future, foolishly disrespects the clan, her father pays the price of her crime with his life. Soon after, as fate would have it, Taira no Shigemori, the eldest son of the clan leader, stumbles upon the same unfortunate girl, who now calls herself Biwa. Biwa informs him that the downfall of the Heike is imminent. After learning of the great injustice Biwa suffered at the Heike's hands, Shigemori vows to take her in and care for her rather than let her be killed. In an era of rising military tension, the Heike are in the midst of a cunning struggle for power, and bloodstained war is on the horizon. Shigemori, whose eyes allow him to see spirits of the dead, is both anxious and hopeful to prevent his clan's demise. Biwa, however, is reluctant to reveal the future to him and must adapt to her new life filled with both happiness and sorrow in this pivotal chapter in Japanese history. So that's it for the video. I hope you found the video interesting, and if you did, then make sure to like, share and subscribe the channel.